Time to do a lot of things. Basically a single. Time to go back to the quest, and I need to do as much as I can.
Well, I'm off to meet with him. Please wait here for me.
Okay. Looking forward to your good news. That should be everything. The only thing left to do now is to wait until the debate. I'm not sure why, but I'm getting nervous again.
You were great, Nilu! Your words won over Inaya! Talk like that during the debate, and you'll get an easy win!
Thanks for that, Paimon. But I still feel like it'll be an uphill battle. I need to be calmer, cooler, and more collected.
I haven't broken any rules.
Yeah. I'm acting as everyone's representative, so I'll need to act brave, even if I won't feel like it.
There's still one problem left.
Huh? What's left?
Defeat his existence. It's only for the arts and...
Huh? What a strange question. Isn't a theater just a theater? Why would it need to be anything else?
Wait. You're not asking what the theater does, but what it is. Let me think. How can I put this?
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value. Art must first be
Mr. Zubair has been meticulous. Everyone is free to appreciate art. Inaya really wants to win. Not quite right, but... Not quite right. Ah! Got it! When we were trying to find a way to save the theater, we heard many stories not of the theater, but of the people whose lives have been touched by it. Zubair Theater is our reason for coming together. It connects us all in unique ways. In other words, it's like a bond.
A bond?
The theater provides money for Miss Raykar and her children, inspiration for Mr. Kasani, and enjoyment for the people of the Great Bazaar. It also gives Inaya shelter from her family. It has brought us together after taking care of every single one of us. And its story won't end here. In the future, many more people will come to the theater and receive its blessing. And we'll all be there for them. Our warm, welcoming community will show them the same kindness we were shown in the past. Aside from the delivery of performances, Isn't this another reason for Zubair Theater's continued existence?
Yeah, that makes sense. We definitely felt that warmth during the preparations for the event. But Paimon doesn't see how this will help in the debate.
Inai said that Phil isn't coming to personal. That may be me.
Oh, gotcha! No matter how strong an opponent is, they'll have to go on the defensive if pressed on a weak point.
I feel like that's another prong in our attack. Thank you so much.
Paimon also feels a lot more relieved. Let's show him what we got!
Sorry for the wait. I'm back. Things went a lot more smoothly than I expected. It didn't take long for him to accept the debate. And is set for 2 days from now. Why are you all smiling so much? Did something good happen?
We realized that your dad might not be as scary as we had thought.
We just finished our prep. Rest easy. It will all turn out well. We have to win. No, we will win, Inaya.
Fingers crossed.
This realm is...
If you ever have...
Let's go out and play!
Ta-da! Clea's here!
Transfiguration!
Hmm.
If you lie on the grass, you can feel the heartbeat of the world.
Well, since you asked so nicely.
Gather!
Come on out. Emerge. Right now.
Go!
Nothing lasts forever. Emerge. Right here. Right now.
Solidify!
Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Hi! Just like we rehearsed. Hold the line.
Right now. Right here. Ha! Cha! Ha! Tsa! Tsa! Cha!
Another ball built. I never know when they'd be useful again.
One need not scry to know.
Yeah, let's fight Mr. International here.
This opportunity is quite hard to come by. Well then, amuse me. Surrender is a valid option. I promise I'll be gentle.
Right now. Emerge. Ha! Tsa! Tsa! Ha!
Stabilize!
Right now. Right here. Emerge.
Fly!
Yeah.
Else catch your eye?
Tsa! Tsa!
Gather!
Allow me.
Right now. Right here. Right now. Tsa! Ha! Tsa! A sight to behold. Right here.
Stabilize!
Hi!
Tsa! Emerge. Right now. Right here.
Rest and rebuild.
That's all the... Another resin I've got for now. Right. Dun, dun, dun. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum.
Written in the stars. Shadows of fate.
Do your worst.
Let me scry.
Shazam!
Shadows of fate.
Your Morris?
Nowhere to run!
Magic lamp!
Decided by destiny. Fate is upon you. Yeah.
Flee.
Shazam!
Surrender!
Let me scry.
Futile!
Decided by destiny. Zah! Ha! Zah! Yield.
What's this?
Yeah. Ha!
Yeah, that's right. Another one. Oh, oh.
Add Ash. Thank you for
So...
To survive hardship, you must prepare for hardship.
I'll see some side stuff for now. How are we? How does this new Sunny? Why are you fine? I've told you many times before, actually, your Barry isn't interested in joining you, though they'll want him to go for Resin. I'm not going to help you convince him. That is no shame I was calling his dear's brother. And as you said before, I'd like to go out and find work. If that's why you really want, it's better to recommend work than an training. Don't take anything he says seriously. I'll tell you that one day and change his mind next. In the end, he just can't bear to leave me here alone in the village. I couldn't bear to see him slogging away by himself either. What's more, you're asking that you risk his neck out there as a mercenary. Even if he wanted to go, I'll stop it for sure. Actually, this ought to be a coffee swag about. Oh, alright then, see?
Yes, you were right.
Do you now understand how wrong you were?
Looking to buy some handmade.
What's the big deal?
I need a lot of these. I'll put Kazu back in.
Want me to come along?
Just because exploration is really easy with Kazu. And Tia, not you again. But this is one of fair reason. Why don't you just know that sticking to principle is mine? Come on now, brother. I left the organization already, don't call me that. Alright, old deal. You sure you're not considering coming back at all? I know that some of us can be a bit reckless, but most of us are perfectly law-abiding citizens. I've said this before, Tia, I'm not going back. I to speak out, I confirm them with my own two eyes. Perhaps not all Emirates are a lawless lot, and that every Eremite enjoys taking those who have already gone down. But ill deeds spread, I tell you. All it takes is one person to act like the law is merely suggestion, and everyone else will be affected. One person influences another, and if that group keeps on the same way, they will influence yet more people. I'm sure you know that, that means better than I do. And it's all too easy to do evil in such an environment. Wish for me to return just as I wish for you to leave. As from your perspective, the Eremites are not an evil organization, but they're not exactly honorable. You can't always live in shades of grey. It's just an odd word of advice you may deal with as you will. I know, Chief. Alright, if you do leave and need to feel out of work, I will help you. Are you alright? Well, there's no way I can win an argument with full deal, I guess. I'll text my rate. Let's rest a bit. I gotta say, my throat's getting tired after all that. Alright. Okay, let's see. You still asking people to join the Eremites? Why, but it's an Aiton. You tell your mother you were coming here. I did. She's working, so I went to go play with Karima. Hello, Uncle Atia. What do you think about the stuff we talked about last time? I've been working out this whole time and I've been training with Karima. She's never gonna catch me again in a race. That one time didn't count. It was because I didn't eat enough for it. Anyway, I've been following that training plan gave me. Can we take the test again? Let's see if I'm gonna... so this is what you meant by... alright then. I didn't as I remember that I might have conducted the test one. I don't want to join them. I just want to stay here in the village and protect everyone. It would be nice to get Uncle Tia to test my skills. I mean, I did ask Miss Candice for advice on how to train before. Wait, what? When did you? Good, that's the spirit. Wait, just stop, however. Get a chance, I'll bring you to go get some points from Thea. How does that sound? Really? You do that? We Amorites don't like it. I'm forgiving this. Wait, I'm involved in this? I haven't had a chance at any demonstrations before. I couldn't just run around doing those and leave those kids behind themselves. That was too dangerous. Anyway, thanks for your help, Traveler. Anyway. Alright. However, you mess with a guy, you always find him coming across a situation which retrieves the best option. When that happens, we often live by the principle that the quicker we can get away, the better.
Yes, you were right.
Do you now understand how wrong?
That was pointless. Amazing, especially eating. I know. Good, let's move to the next step. It's time for some live combat demonstrations. Yeah, I'm not going out with the two kids in. Oh, don't you worry, I was to the art before. It's just a bunch of sickly scorpions. So. You better retain any offensive so wish. And what happens to those? I don't remember agreeing to this. I'll put my mother here now. That's a pretty long side fox.
Into the wind.
It's obvious here, guys. You really get closer to them. Help them with my bow, but they didn't flinch. But you defeated him somehow. To us. That's many years of training for you, but Miss Candice said if I improve. Chain of Karina, you become strong eventually, but you got to take it one day at a time. You too, Aiden. If you keep training hard, it's on the amount of time before we'll let you in. If only I could get Miss Day to teach me. Seriously, Miss Candice, I'll get her to teach me more. How about your job then? Hey now, didn't they ever tell you not to harp on a man's private work? We talk about work later, and it's not as if my advertising has had no effect at all. Lots of young men and women have left the village to outside well of the hear what I had to say. Even if they didn't really want to join us, well, we can talk about that later. To bring these kids back to the village now. The parents probably at least a bit worried now that they'll be outside. Maybe I can get the compass.
Is there a new request from the Academy?
When I hand this work over to the Eremites, did I not do this yet?
A brash maneuver!
The wind knows me.
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal! Ha! 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 Ha!
Spring forth! Ha! Rest and rebuild!
Shine down!
One with nature. Clouds hide. The birds
Torn to oblivion! Ha! 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 There is no escape!
Propagate!
into the wind.
Hold the line!
Time to get as one with wind and cloud.
Scatter!
Inazuma shines eternal! Shine down!
Allow me!
just a short combat thing. Oh, they're back. Oh, it's Nactical doing that. Right, Paimon and White told me all about what happened. How can you just ignore people, Father? Really, when is that temperament of yours ever going to change? Jack explained the situation to the three of them. That means we completed Bonifa's commission, right? After all, he only asked us to confirm the safety of the archaeology team and stabbed the centerpiece. Boniface? What happened? Boniface and Nactil colluding to blackmail me. That despicable monster came all the way to Samira just to extort me, I swear. Is he still drunk? Mr. Tassard, was the price not already agreed upon after our discussion? You even confirmed it yourself, so why are you telling a different story now? I usually have my hands full with research matters, but I've never dealt with business people such as you before. How was I supposed to know the rules around pricing? If Jack hadn't told me that you highball men still be foolish enough to think I scored a great deal. Well... I'm very sorry, Nactil. Father had told me after the fact I shouldn't have shared it with Tazar. Oof, I spam again a feeling Jack managed to offend all three people by saying that. That's it. I'm laying you all off. There's a limit to how much bullying I'll take. That's not fair to start. Nactigal and Boniface are in the wrong here, but Father and I didn't do anything wrong. Besides, they were gonna get stuck in this place because you insisted on coming here. And you started throwing tantrums under that fall and drank even though you clearly can't hold your liquor. You might have the body of a dog, but you've been acting like a little baby. Haha. But you... Jack, that's enough. The sound looks like I might faint from rage. Now's the time to fight. What we should be doing is putting our heads together so we can get ourselves out of this mess. Someone's talking sense so that crook Boniface commission needs to come look for me, eh? And your famous adventurers, you say? Oh, I'll tell you, you to get me out of this Archon that's taking place. At this rate, forget my research, even my very life will be cut short. And your famous adventurers, surely you're more urban than they are. Is this the double payment Boniface mentioned? What should we do, travel? Now's not the time for bickering. Let's focus getting out of here first. You're right, finding a way out together is what's most important right now. Any other complaints will be addressed once we're somewhere safe. That's right. See, Tassard, if you think it's sensible as Paimon, we wouldn't have gotten ourselves stuck in this situation. Yeah. I just explored a little bit overhead and found what looks to be ruins. Maybe there's an exit leading to surface in there. How long did I leave you guys here? I think that's a month. Desert ruins don't constitute a safe place, and I'm not going anywhere with such unreliable people. But you're a researcher, aren't you? Shouldn't you be thrilled to have ruins to investigate? I'm an indorsology researcher. I should be working indoors and poring over documents, unlike some adventurers who go stark raving bananas when they see a pile of old ruins. Oh, you. Don't waste your breath on him, Jet. Just let him stay here if he wants to. But father, he's our employer, so he has the right to decide what he does and doesn't want to do. We just have to do our jobs. And there he goes. Well, come after father and I find a safe pass. If he doesn't want to come with us, then he can just wait here. And now they'll go chat. What should we do? I think I'll just wait till you. Yeah, right. Let's go find a way out of here. Oh, are you going to ditch me? The main payment for the commission is negotiable, so don't leave me here with this crook for months now. I've kept quiet up until now, but beneath us and I are not crooked. What shady businessman would offer such comprehensive after-sales care? Think about Mr. Salka simply received our payment and left it at that. But instead we let ourselves end up in the same boat as you. I guess that makes sense, but I'm not staying here either way. I feel more comfortable in the company of experienced adventurers. But you're still rip-roaring drunk. Why don't you stay here and sleep it off first? I am not drunk. I'm fine. I'm coming with you guys. Don't leave me behind. Then we should get going. You should be able to catch up with Jack and the others. I'll wait here for now. I doubt the roll ahead will be suitable for the sum to beast. Good luck. I don't know that we'll have gone in that direction. How we do? There are lots of stuff I have yet to do. Now they should just really need greens. Hey, it's a Assad decided to come explore with us. What now? You mean that researcher actually changed his mind? He knows the pros and cons, so naturally he came along. Alright, well, you get the chance to show off your skills soon enough. Now shall we enter the interior of this ruins? This is a researcher specialty, right? There should be a piece of cake for you, right, Assad? Of course, I might be an indorsology researcher, but something is missing in this can't be too different from what. Watch this. You walk up and press a button. This is... There, that should do it. Oh, the door really opened. Now that's Mr. Desart for you. That's what set us professionals apart from the others. I wonder what it's like inside this conference room. Hey, a war point. I wish I can layer the maps. Stuff below.
A walk would be nice.
There is no escape! One with nature. Wind Strider.
We'll need a strategy.
Into the wind. Sha!
Hold the line.
Shine down.
You guys can deal with it. Phải. Màu à. Ừ. 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 Một. Một.你有個電話做咩唔打埋啫？睇啦，我一陣打啦，好啦，俾個電話我先啦。
One with nature. Who says there aren't benefits to a life of wandering? Time to go.
Allow me.
Rich flies.
The wind knows me. Shah!
Is this an answer from this world?
Rest and rebuild. Spring forth.
Into the wind.
There is no escape!
Thanks for the crops.
But a momentary distraction.
Skills. Wait, 3? I haven't. I need to also be scouting for these as well. Marked house 80. Can it be this one? What's this clearance thing?
Yeah, let's go on a big adventure. Yeah. Yeah. Da da da. Yeah. Maybe there's even more buried. Ha!
That was just nothing.
Illusion shattered! One with nature.
Yay, scarabs. Let me have a look around.
Is this an answer from this world?
We've been walking around for a while without making any progress, so why don't we take a real rest? Are you kidding? It's hardly been any time at all. You think I'll take you around? Yeah, I've said it before, that I'm an endorsology researcher. I was confused. Was it archaeology mission you already? Yep, Jabril and Natagold came here because you hired them, right? Yes, that's correct. Oh, so what's your idea then? Why have you been dragging your feet this whole time? If we didn't know the truth, I would think that Jabril must kidnap you, cast some legendary treasure in the ruins or something. You're funny, Paimon. I thought it may be a grump, but never do something like that. Don't get mad at Paimon. Paimon's only telling it like it is. Don't bully Paimon. I'm sorry, my father really is a bad guy, believe me. And why is... Yes, it's so unmotivated. It's because I don't care for the topic at all. If I wasn't for this accursed stone slate. I'm always told to be original in my research and find materials that no one has ever worked on before. What's the value or meaning of research if everyone's just following the herd or reproducing each other's work, or so I've been told? What am I compared to such a long-standing academic traditions and all my seniors in research? I'm no academic genius, so what can I think of others aren't? There are no academic gaps left these days I can identify and fill. I'm not assuming to get academic stuff out of it, but since this is your job, you should take it seriously. I do, I give it my all. Why else would I have spent so much more as come to this godforsaken place? It's funny, but the Scarlet Sand Slate was actually the research project of a relative of mine. She was originally a young researcher with limitless promise, but one day she left the family behind and eloped with some wild boy from who knows where. I heard that they fled into this desert back in those days. Unfortunately, I was a kid then and only saw her a few times. I can't remember what she looked like. All the more reason to book up, since you're researching the same thing. There's a chance for a reunion today. Fate is an unpredictable thing after all. Even if we really did meet again, and even if we really recognize each other, how could I even face it? The way I am now, I'm no different from a stray dog living off the scraps thrown away by others. Since I'm incapable of constructing any new theories, I could do was take my chance in the field and see I could dig up any new materials to raise my paper on. So when it comes to King Deshra, the academic community has long since concluded I was just another self-destructive tyrant. Speaking of which, she must have left a stone slate behind, and she left back then because even she knew this lousy thing had no reason. And yet I took it to be a treasure. This silly stone slate, it must have been out of my mind to think I'd really be able to stumble upon something. Still, Paimon doesn't think you should lose heart. Because we often make surprising discoveries on exploring rooms like these, right, Traveler? Well, there will at least be treasure chests for sure. Although those might not be much use to us, huh? None of you have ever done serious academic research. How you possibly understand me or the difficulties of being a researcher? Stop talking like a child. The academia might control the path of academic publication, but they don't have a monopoly on knowledge itself. If this is all you know about King Deshra, then you should have abandoned academia from the very beginning, because it's clear you won't get any results. Father, you're just a paid mercenary. What right do you have to comment on my ideas? So far, you seem to have very little in the way of professional credentials as a researcher. That much you already admitted yourself. You... Let's say so word. Uh-oh. What happened? He'll be okay. We should keep a closer eye on him after this and not let him drink anymore. He must not have completely sobered up yet, and Father made him so mad out the blood rushed to his head. That was weird, though. Why do you have to get so mad at him? We can't stop just because he keeps dragging his feet. We can't just leave him here either. I'll stay behind to keep him safe. Meanwhile, you and Jack keep looking for an exit. Well, what should we do? Wait, time's a wasting. Alright, let's keep exploring then. If tears are to my father, you have nothing to worry about. I'll come with you guys. It looks amazing. I should move on. It looks cool. I'm gonna let this me call it back down if I somehow dropped off. Oh. Looks like I got a mob on my hands. Let's quick survey. Nope. So how familiar. Beep. Wow, it's moving. Looks a lot like the one we just knocked down. Still, it doesn't look like it's going to attack us. Second of all, I can fly in the air just like Paimon. Does that make them distant relatives? Paimon would sooner be related to a pigeon. Beep beep. This thing's making weird noises again. Where's that sound coming from anyway? And is it really not going to turn on us? Traveler, don't let your guard down. When you try talking to your opponent, look, you two are about the same size, so you should be able to talk to each other, right? How is Paimon supposed to talk to her? Oh, you're messing with Paimon on purpose, aren't you? Teehee. Beep boop beep. It looks like some sort of device. Should we pick it up and try using it? Beep. Beep. Yeah, you scared Paimon. It doesn't seem to want to do that. Yeah? Can you understand it yet? Yeah, I can't understand the meaning, but get the feeling? That's a weird thing. Beep beep beep. Oh, I think it's a lot like you, Paimon. You both look really cute. Paimon told you we're nothing alike. Well, yeah, you're round and cute, Paimon. It seems a little bulky, but it's still very cute. Paimon also doesn't get your standard cute. I think Paimon's cute too. Now's the time for this traveler. It's always the time for this Paimon. The way I see it, Paimon doesn't get it, but Traveler does. I don't know why I'd see it was useful, but maybe Tirsa will understand it. Understand if we can get him to take a look at it. What should I call you anyhow? Beep boop. I'm afloat, but you're a little lower off from the ground, so I'll call you Ben Ben. Beep beep. You like his name too? That's great. How do those two even communicate? It's a strange one. To be honest, Paimon kind of admires her in a way. I bet it must be boring hanging around here by herself and then come with us. Needless to say, Traveler is very great too. Can't quite set up. As for Paimon, she might act a little superior, but she's a good kid who thinks about her companion. You'll definitely come to like her in no time. Paimon doesn't act super anything. Anyway, Paimon's not gonna fly low over anyone. Otherwise, Paimon will breathe in a whole load of sand. Come look for my father with us. He may look mean, but actually, well, he actually is kind of mean. But that's just how he is with outsiders. He's nice once you get to know him. And even for he's a useless researcher. He's actually a bad guy. Right, then you might even be able to save his research, Ben Ben. Beep boop. Well, wanna come with us, Ben Ben? Beep beep. That's great, it said yes. Really? You guys really talking to each other? Don't worry, Paimon. Ben Ben and I are already joined at the hip. Right, Ben Ben? Beep beep. Yeah, well, let's go back to where my father is. Maybe Tirsa has already woken up. Provided doesn't open up his eyes only to see Rayon gets so mad that he passes out again. Haha, you never know.
In the blink of an eye, it's already debate time! We did a lot of preparations with Nilou. Hopefully they were helpful.
Actually, I really talked to... I really talked to Nilu and them first before I ran off. Hey, Will, I've already... It's so far away. Wee. Plunge. Oh, wait. Yeah. No, it's actually in the puzzle. Is it? Yeah, I think it's actually in the battle. So I've been closer to this. I really need some layered maps. It's hard to tell what everything is with some ways.
Hello and welcome, everyone. I am Safwan, a scholar from the Academia, and I will serve as this debate's adjudicator. I swear to judge both parties with the utmost wisdom and impartiality. I will neither interfere with the proceedings nor demonstrate bias. I ask for both parties to stand. May the Dendro Archon also serve as a witness to this duel of wits.
Since you so desperately demand an explanation, I will expound on the Academia's stance. You may have misunderstood us from the outset and believe that the Academia is prejudiced against you. However, the truth is that the Academia wishes for every resident of Sumeru to be afforded opportunities to grow and cultivate their wisdom. Therefore, the works they consume should also possess enlightening qualities and intellectual value. We have failed to identify these qualities in the shows performed at Zubair Theater. In other words, instead of struggling against the Academia in pointless confrontations, if you had spent your time reflecting on improving the quality of your shows and enlightening your audience, Zubair Theater would not be today facing such a tragic fate.
Aggressive from the get-go. He's really putting on the pressure. Can Nilu stand her ground?
Calm down, Nilu. First, carefully analyze what he said. He said that we were shut down not because the Academia looks down on the arts, but rather because our shows aren't up to their standards. However...
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
Let's see.
The theater carries everyone's feelings. Don't think Hinaya really wants to win. Everyone is free to appreciate art. No form of art is inherently superior. In your eyes, our shows can't meet the Academia's expectations. Shouldn't it be the audience who decides if a show is intellectual or enlightening? Why is someone from the Academia judging that? Also, I believe that there is no such thing as a wiser or more enlightening performance. Art doesn't discriminate, and it appeals to all. Everyone has the right to appreciate art.
Appreciation is but a primitive form of satisfaction. Guidance and enlightenment are necessary if we are to induce growth in the performers as well as the audience. This stance holds performers to a higher standard and encourages the development of the arts. If all performances are simple-minded, require little effort to comprehend, and lack any impetus for the betterment of society, then the people will not be able to develop a greater level of artistic understanding. Nurturing the populace's understanding requires a long and arduous process, and guiding this process is the Academia's true goal.
He changed the topic without batting an eye. Good thing I'm prepared. If I remember correctly, what I should say here is...
The most important thing about an experience is how you
Art must first be appreciated by others to confer value.
The theater carries everyone's feelings, and Hinaya, everyone is... Someone at our theater has tried that before. He was a famed artist, but he recognized that very few people could connect with his works. I agree that art should be enlightening, but we can't pursue that goal by creating complicated works. If a work can't tap into an audience's personal experiences or feelings, then its contents may as well be a castle in the sky. What's the point of performing a show that its audience can't even follow? That would only be forcing people to watch something they don't like.
You can only reach that conclusion from a place of ignorance.
In that case, before passing judgment, you should first become a better dancer than me.
You tell them, Nilou.
Looks like he's backed himself into a corner.
As the party holding the burden of proof, Sharif has failed to provide sufficient support for his judgment of the quality of Zubair Theater's programs. Likewise, the definition that Nilou put forth is but her personal opinion. Neither party is the victor for this particular point of contention. Additionally, I must request that both parties exercise greater control on their emotions.
Keep it up, Nilou! You're doing great!
In that case, I shall speak of more concrete matters. The essence of this issue is that you have violated the law, so you must now pay the price for your transgression. This course of action is also completely procedurally sound. We have already contacted Zubair Theater multiple times regarding the theater's repertoire. However, you have consciously ignored our warnings, or perhaps your compliance was purely superficial. Regardless, that failure has indirectly led to the present day's proceedings.
That is indeed so, according to the laws decreed by the Academia.
He started talking about procedural stuff, so I need to focus on... Mr. Zubair has already provided signed copies of all documentation related to our operations. Everything is perfectly filled out and valid. Although the theater's performances don't align with the Academia's requests, the law doesn't say that Zubair Theater can be demolished only because of that reason. Demolition notices need to be provided in writing and made available to the public. Otherwise, the theater can continue to operate as long as its license is valid. Failing to follow these rules makes your stance procedurally unsound.
Yeah!
right!
There are different ways to apply the rules. There is precedent for this. So long as this matter is discussed within the academia, this course of action will come to pass.
Looking at the past 27 cases of similar nature, 90% of them support Sharif's claim and position. However, the demolition process in those cases was only started after discussion at the academia. In other words, premature notice of demolition is indeed a rash act.
That's more than enough. We've proven that the order is unreasonable as it currently stands.
Cease your futile resistance.
Nilu's definitely won this point, right? You're right. Stay focused, Nilu.
Even if permission for demolition has yet to be obtained, it is a fact that your performances violated the academia's policies on numerous occasions. Based on that fact, we can permanently revoke your right to perform in Sumeru.
Under the current system, it is indeed possible to immediately revoke Zubair Theater's performing rights.
That's a thing?
I figured.
Rather than protecting Zubair Theater, I surmise that your true intention is to maintain your hold over your audience and their patronage as your source of income. Without them, Zubair Theater is nothing more than an empty building. And without its performances, the theater has nothing else of value.
What you said isn't true at all.
Keep it cool, Nilu!
Don't get around.
Right. I need to keep calm, but he... Just a little more. Zubair Theater isn't just a performance venue to us. The theater carries everyone's... Zubair Theater isn't simply a performance venue to us. It means more than that. It's been our home for a long time. Miss Raykar can't go on adventures anymore, but she has found a stable career and a new life at the theater. Her son, Sorin, has already passed his theater exam, and he'll soon be our newest member. Mr. Kasani found a new way to look at art. He decided to stay at the theater to watch us grow. Mr. Farhad and Mr. Hushang visit even when there isn't a show going on, and they always tell us lots of entertaining stories. Even Inaya wants to stay with us, and she's starting to look forward to a new future. Zubair Theater exists for them, for every single one of us.
Perhaps Zubair Theater has provided you with a multitude of positive emotions and experiences. However, you have misconstrued something, young miss. The interpersonal relationships you speak of were established upon normal theater operations. Sheikh Zubair operates the theater for his livelihood. His employees work for their wages, and the audience comes to enjoy performances. Relationships are merely a byproduct in this exchange of interests. They may be pleasant and captivating, but they can only ever be secondary. When scholars collaborate to solve difficult problems, we freely share our knowledge and resources with one another as if we were all kin. However, this collaboration ends after the results of our work are published. The reason is simple. We are scholars, and there are new projects that await our attention.
He really doesn't think much of relationships. Paimon also thinks he did a lot of prep. He's been solid as a rock.
Sharif's argument is currently the more persuasive of the two for this point of contention. The continuance of the interpersonal relationships Nilu spoke of remains hypothetical before the theater's demolition, whereas the situation that Sharif described has been well documented at the academia. The academia has made significant academic contributions, in no small part due to its researchers' efficiency and ability to compartmentalize.
Oh no, what should we do? Things are going in the opposite direction.
Patience, man. Yeah, mate.
A setup? So Nilu's got him?
Good. He said what he said.
The
The next argument could decide this debate.
係飛2分鐘嘅啫。
Is
單
this
車
really
幾
the
點
best
啊？
thing to do? It might be too cruel to Inaya.
搭4搭2都未遲。
Inaya really... She already agreed to this. She wants to win, no matter what. Me too. Mr. Sharif believes that interpersonal relationships are a byproduct of working towards a goal. Once that goal is achieved or abandoned, those relationships would have no more reason to continue. Then, if someone has failed to live up to his expectations...
If someone has failed to live up to your expectations and ran away from home, then she shouldn't be your daughter anymore. Right?
Inaya...
Sorry, Nilou. As expected, I should be the one to say it. You don't need to shoulder this responsibility for me. If in your eyes, the purpose of my existence is to become your academic successor, then that goal has ended in complete failure. By your logic, that means there is no more reason to sustain our relationship as father and daughter.
Members of the audience who do not belong to either debate party, please speak with caution.
Let her speak. What she does not say, Nilou will.
No matter how many disagreements we've had, the truth is that you are still my father. You're so immersed in your own world, you can't understand why we come together for the sake of relationships.
Yeah, don't look down on us.
You can watch a dance anywhere, but there's only one Zubair Theater.
I'm almost starting to feel sorry for this guy, what with the idiotic things he said.
Order! Order! Members of the audience, do not interrupt debate proceedings.
I confess that this is the final argument we had prepared. Disown me, and you will win the debate. But before that, Father, I have some final words to say. I've been doing some soul-searching. Not about whether I should have run away from home, but whether there was any point to my personal rebellion against you. I kept trying to earn your approval, but I only disappointed you over and over. The truth is, I ran away from home as a means to vent my recurring frustrations. That is to say, I was exerting pressure on you, and hoping you'd give up on your lofty expectations. But by doing that, wasn't I just doing the same thing as you? I won't force my expectations upon you anymore. At Zubair Theater, I have found the life I've always wanted. I will move on from my family troubles and strive towards my new goal. But if you dare to harm this place, then I will stand with my friends here and fight against you.
This is not the time to space out, Sharif. The debate is still underway.
You already consider them to be your friends.
You should be asking us that question.
Of course we are! Miss Inaya is a really good friend.
It was a bit of a process, but we won her over.
Make no mistake. All those who come to Zubair Theater become one of us. We will always be with her.
Such puerile simplicity. However, it is surprisingly a relief.
Wait, what are you... never mind.
They left?
Does that mean we've won?
We won?
Nilou, you're amazing!
That's the thing.
I relaxed for a moment and I feel a little faint. It looks like he still has a place for her in his heart.
Terrific work, Nilou and Inaya. They likely won't cause any more trouble for us.
Didn't know you could get so fierce. I have a lot of newfound respect for you two.
This really took a lot out of me, though. I don't ever want to do this again.
Both Miss Nilu and Miss Inaya were so cool!
Should we throw a second round of celebrations?
Exactly on time.